So in part C, we are told that the owner of the generator is suspicious of the manufacturer's claim. So they look back at the past 200 times a switch was replaced, and they recorded how many switches had failed. And we need to do a chi-squared goodness of fit test at the 5% significance level to see whether the manufacturer's claims were correct. So we firstly need to calculate the probability of each of these theoretically, so according to the manufacturer, and then compare this with this observed data according to the chi-squared goodness of fit test. So the probability that both fail, well, we have already calculated that. We can look back at the tree diagram, so we can calculate the probability of each of these individually. So if neither of them fail, if we look at the first column, so probability of no fail, we simply need to multiply A and C. So we need to look at this branch. So that's going to be 0.9 times 0.7. And if we multiply that out, we get 0.63. And then we have 200 tests, so we expect from the 200, 63% to have no fail, so that will be 126. And then we can find the probability that the probability of 2 failing. So this we have already calculated to be 0.03. And then again, we multiply this by 200 to see that we expect 6 occasions. And then we can calculate the probability of 1 failing. We could either do that by looking at the tree diagram and looking at the fail, no fail, no fail, fail, and add these two branches up, or we could just notice that the remaining number of these have to be from this case, as there are no other cases. So this will have to be 68. So if we can write it back into this table over here, so the probability of no fail, we had 126. For one fail, we had 68, and here we have 6. And then we can input these into our calculator and perform the chi-squared goodness of fit test. So this can be our observed list, and this can be our theoretical list. And then our observed list was 118, 72, and 10. And then our theoretical list was 126, 68, and 6. So we can go to menu, statistics, stat tests, chi-squared goodness of fit. This is observed, expected list. Our degrees of freedom is 2. It's 1 less than our number of trials, so 1 less than 3. And so we can see here that our p-value is this value from the calculator. So we can write p is equal to 0.182. And then we need to suggest what to do. So here we see that this is larger than our 5% significance level. So that means we do not reject the null hypothesis. So we accept the null hypothesis like this. So we don't have enough evidence to suggest that the manufacturer's claims are incorrect.